Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. So last time I vlogged was Saturday. I tied up the house. It's not tidy now. And then yesterday, Sunday, was really busy, so we weren't really at home most of yesterday. We had like a family picnic get together, so my kitchen has now felt the full brunt of not being at home, so not being able to tidy it up. So I've got washing and put washing away, and then I need to put another wash on. The kids are watching some CBeebies, having some fruit because they've woken up, had breakfast, already played Play-Doh. You can see. So yeah, I'm gonna have to tidy that up too. And I attempted the baby to have her morning nap. She was in her bed for a short period of time, but she tried, so we did it. We did the first one. Then her bounce out while I do the kitchen up. I'm gonna do some bouncing. So yeah. Oh, sorry, darling. Didn't mean to make you jump there. So yeah, she's gonna bounce, and I'm gonna do. I've already emptied the dishwasher, so I need to fill the dishwasher. Need to fold all these clothes. Ooh, put them away. Tidy the floor, tidy the table, and then get cracking with the rest of the day. It is, let's say, 9:40. We've had a slow morning, but it was nice. Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? What happened? What happened there? Are you all sleepy? Yeah, let me crack on with that. I'm going to put the radio on and get started. By this point, it was safe to say that the baby was getting a little bit agitated, so I put her in the carrier, which I found really helps me just crack on with the cleaning that I need to get done when I need to get it done. So I was able to get the dishwasher loaded and start washing up until little one wanted to. I think she's still a bit tired, so we'll do the rest of the kitchen like this. It does make it a little bit more tricky, but she's comfortable, so that is what is important. Why is that? Oh, it looks like it's flashing. It's not flashing. Yeah, she'll probably have maybe a short sleep interval until I take her out. She's a very reflexy baby, so the dummy really works with her, but it worked with all three of mine, to be fair. But yeah, so let me crack on with what I'm doing. baby girl is getting a bit frustrated, so I'm going to walk around with her for a bit to get her just to sleep, and then I can keep going with what I'm doing. Hopefully we'll get out maybe this morning, if not it'll be after lunchtime, and she will nap in her pram for a couple of hours, because it's not going to be too hot today, so we can actually be out for a while and not have to worry about being too hot and them just being uncomfortable being outside. So we'll do that. I need to wash her bottles because she's due a feed in an hour. She feeds every 4 hours now, because now we've moved on to bottle feeding. So we use a Tommy Tippy prep machine, and we were using MAM bottles at the beginning, but with the sorry, with the reflux that she has, it's like I don't know if they've created more bubbles or they just didn't work for Aubrey. So we moved on to the Tommy Tippy, like the anti-colic or anti, yeah, I think they're called anti-colic plus. So they have like a middle bit, have like a tube in the middle, a star thing, and like holes around the like middle apparatus thing. I think they're very similar to like the Mr. Brown bottles, which I've not actually ever used. We've only ever used the Tommy Tippy anti-colic plus, but because she had a tongue tie when she was born, we were going to use the Tommy Tippy ones, but they were like, because she had such a severe tongue tie, they said the MAM ones were better, and we weren't sure if we were going to get the tongue tie clipped or not. So I'm not sure yet, darling. Probably to the park, I think. Yeah, we can go to the playground. That's our plans for today. Yeah, so because she had a tongue tie, we weren't sure if we were going to get the tongue tie snipped or not. So we moved on to the MAM bottles, but it didn't make much difference. Her feeding was quite poor because of how tight her tongue tie was. I think she's also got a lip tie, but from speaking to like the doctors and health visitors and stuff, they've said that she change as she grows. That's not such a well. It doesn't seem to affect her as much. Oh my goodness! It didn't seem to affect her as much as the tongue tie did. We did eventually end up getting the tongue tie snipped after a few weeks of like umming and ahhing and keeping using the man bottles and stuff. But she just seems super uncomfortable. Like she's got reflux now, and before it was just so much worse. It's on the NHS. We were told that there was going to be a really long waiting list, but they were so good. Like I saw like a midwife consultant or like tongue tie specialist person through one of her like early midwife meetings, and they booked me in for that, and they checked and they were like, yeah, she definitely has one, but it's up to you. So they put a referral form in for me, and they said, oh, you have like 6 months for you to use it. So like it's here, give us a call if you decide that you do want to like get it snipped. So I did, and then I think it was like they called me out a couple of days after I left a message on the phone, because they have like one phone line. So I left a message on that phone line. They called me back like the next day, and then we booked one in, and they were like, oh, it'll be for such and such day. But if there's a cancellation, we'll do it sooner. And I was like, that's fine. So they booked it in for like a week and a half after that phone call, which, I mean, it's not as quick as it would be if it was private, but I'd already had the consultation, and they'd already said she had a tongue tie, and to have it then done privately, we'd have to have another consultation for them to tell us that exactly the same thing. And yeah, I didn't feel the need to do that. So, but then luckily they called me like 2 days after, and they're like, oh, we have a slot of it. Someone's cancelled. We've got a slot available for that Friday of that week. So yeah, we got it done. So that was good, and it was really quick. They were really, really good actually. You did very well, didn't you, that day? And she wasn't very uncomfortable. They give you like all the advice what to do, like in case it like bleeds more, which is very unlikely, but just in case they've got to tell you all like the worst case scenarios and stuff. So we did that. You're not going to sleep, are you? Is it because I'm talking? She likes to look at herself in the camera. Maybe if I do it this way. She still brings up some food, but some milk, not food. But it's much less. She's much less uncomfortable than she was. So yeah, we're glad that we did that. Yeah, I don't think it's a necessity. It just depends on your baby and how you feel about it and stuff. A little spot. Yeah, we need to get this room done. But I also don't want the kids just watching telly all morning, so I'll let them finish their apples and then they can go and play or something. But yeah, I'm going to sign off for a bit just while I get this one down, and then I'll reconvene with everybody a bit later, and then yeah, see what we do for the rest of our day. I then decided it was actually probably best for me to clean up the Play-Doh that was everywhere because it was driving me crazy, and it was on the floor and all over the table, and before I could think about getting myself or the kids ready, I had to get the Play-Doh all sorted out and away. Back, I'm now dressed. I need to feed this one in like 10 minutes. It's 10 to 11 now. The kids are playing downstairs in their rooms. Yeah, so we have you're right, darling. We have a Peloton in our room, like in this nice corner here. And it just doesn't get used. Literally, it's not good. But it doesn't get used. But I really need to just like do something with my body because I just feel a bit at the moment. So I'm just updating it now. Logged into the Wi-Fi network, and now I need to set up a new subscription. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then hopefully this afternoon at some point, or when my husband is back from work after dinner, I don't know, I'm going to try and get like some little workout in, whether it's on the bike or using like the yoga mat or the little weights that come with it. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do that. This one is getting hungry, aren't you? Yeah, she's hungry, so I'm just gonna quickly update this. Look, I need to make a new membership, so I'm gonna do that and then head down to feed the baby. having her bottle now. It's 11, just gone 11. The kids are dressed. Well, my eldest is dressed. She likes to get herself dressed, so she just picked out what she wanted. So I came downstairs and she'd already put her clothes on. My youngest is halfway dressed. Middle child, sorry. Is half dressed, but he's in the middle of playing, so he didn't want to be interrupted. And I'm not feeling a tantrum at this point of the day, so I'll leave him to it. Yes, Aubrey's feeding on her 11 a.m. bottle. And with her bottle, she has Infocol because she finds it really difficult to bring up her gas, wind, whatever you want to call it. So she has two, like, what they call pipette things of those before each feed, and that seems to help her bring up. Sometimes she still doesn't bring it up very well, but I feel like it definitely helps. And then we have to keep her up right for at least 20 minutes because she'll just bring up some of her milk otherwise, and she gets really uncomfortable because the reflux obviously brings the milk back up. She gets very uncomfortable and it's just not nice for her. So yeah, that's what we tend to do. And sometimes burping can take a while and she might need to burp once and then she'll burp again a few minutes later. We've got a couple techniques that we like to use depending on how she is, like if she's burped well or not. So yeah, but she generally finishes her bottles. The 3 a.m. bottle she sometimes leaves a couple ounces, but not always. So sometimes if she does leave a couple ounces when she wakes up for the 7 a.m. bottle, she is really hungry. For the night times, I like to well, if I remember to be fair, use the like formula divider things so that they're already ready to go. So I can just quickly empty it into the bottle and stick the tummy tipping machine on. Because sometimes when you're so tired and you're like just counting scoops and you're like, oh, how many did I do? Yeah, so I sometimes plan to do that. I also sometimes plan to do the hot shot in our room, but where she feeds every 4 hours, the water doesn't stay warm enough in the flask for 4 hours. I think 3 hours is max. 4 hours it might say 70, which is apparently what it's meant to be at, but I don't trust the flasks, so I like to give it like a 5. Like, so if it's like 75, then I'll be like, okay, cool, 70. If it's like 70, I'll be like, oh, is it 70 or is it like 65? So yeah, that's what we do. So I come down every night. Or we sometimes gets a bit cranky, but I don't want to walk down the stairs holding her at that time of night, and I go back upstairs and feed. Yeah, if my husband hears her, then he'll wake up and like soothe her until I'm done getting the bottle. But generally, he doesn't hear her, so yeah, she just gets a bit. But it's not that long. Tommy Tippy is so quick. But yeah, she feeds so much better. Like before, like you can see, she's got a little bit there. But before, we've got a muzzy anyway. But before with the tongue tie, it was just pouring out of her mouth. Like she just it constantly. It just wouldn't. She couldn't latch properly. Tommy Tippy bottles didn't work at all because of the teeth. She couldn't like get her mouth around them. So yeah, I'm glad because these bottles really work. I can show you in a minute there. But I've already said, but look, you can see like the thing in the middle. Yeah. So yeah, this bottle feed for Aubrey. We'll burp her, do all that. I'm still trying to set up my Peloton. I put the wrong email address in, so I had to redo everything. That was annoying. So I just need to set up like the payment part. Once that's done, I will jump on it at some point today. But yeah, the kids are having a good time playing. They've had such a busy weekend. They haven't really been indoors, so when that happens, they like to just enjoy the space that they have at home, like with all their toys and stuff. Because you go out to see like friends and family and that, and you take a few toys. But here they like my kids love role play. Like I think right now they're playing bakeries. So one is the customer, one is selling the cakes or the biscuits or the bread, whatever they decide. But yeah, Aubrey's nearly finished her bottle. She's still on one teats. She seems to do like she doesn't take her a long time. She doesn't fall asleep on them, so I'm not gonna change them soon. Like I thought I had to, so I tried, and her wind just got so much worse because it was just too fast. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna burp her, sort out my Peloton, and take the kids out, and then go back to my kitchen duties. The kitchen, all the washing, all the plates and stuff are done. The dishwasher's done. I have not got around to doing the clothes yet. Need to do those. Need to put another wash on. Hopefully I can get a lot done when Aubrey has her middle nap. So her first nap didn't go as well as I thought it would, but that's fine. Keep going. So she'll go down for a nap in like half an hour. I'll probably just play in the garden with the kids while she does that, and then try and get some bits and bobs done, have their lunch. Then when she's awake, we'll go for a walk. I think that's the best. Otherwise, I'm trying to like get her out, get them out. She's tired, she's crying. I'm focusing on her and not on them, and that's not nice. Whereas if she's asleep in the house and we're in the garden, I just have the monitor. She'll be sleeping, and we can play some fun games, or well, we can do something, and then I can crack on with what I need to do. And then yeah. So are you done? Oh, she's dribbled a little bit. We better get that. So yeah, that is us for the morning. We'll see how we go this afternoon with nap number 2. Hopefully it goes well and she gets a nice sleep. Hi guys, so now it is 12:30. I am making lunch for the toddlers. The baby is having her afternoon nap, so we'll see how that goes. The weather's it's not bad actually. It's not too hot. It's a bit cloudy and it's dry, so we'll play in the afternoon. Play in the garden this afternoon. I need to pop to the shop at some point. I need to get some milk. Yeah, the kids are just having like a basic beans on toast for lunch today because I just feel like this is something pretty clean. So that's what they're gonna have. We'll see how long the baby sleeps for. Hopefully she does a couple hours, but try and finish the jobs that I have to do, get them done. But yeah, this is me just kind of getting used to being a mum of 3, having them all at home. I'm trying to just get things done. It's not always easy. There's always something that gets left behind. You have to wait for a bit. But yeah, I've got lots of things to tidy up. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, until the next time. Again, please like and subscribe. I'm enjoying making content. I want to keep doing it, but I need more people to be following. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be great. Thank you so much. Peace.